Hello people that how's it doing? Sorry for the not a video yesterday. I was doing loads of stuff. Just to say, uh, the pay in the defence forces. Well, today the government finally addressed it, and it might have been for worse, I suppose you could say, because at the end of the day they didn't get anything really much out of it. They didn't get much out of it. They got a 10% rise. And which, do you want to know how much money that is? Extra. Added on to the wage they were getting, which was rabbit money a while ago. It's only 673 or something like that extra a year. I give up. I really give up. And how bad the government treated the defence forces. Finally, I was all happy today when I heard that the government are going to address it. And I was like, oh, Simon Howes and everybody, no, not Simon Howes, the Minister for Finance and can't think of the Defence Minister's name now. But they're going to address it. And I was like, oh, lovely, they're going to address it. Finally, finally going to address it. And me thinking, yes, they're going to address it. This is all going to be sorted out. This is be all a thing of the past. But apparently not, because 670 euros an extra for a year. Added on to the wage I got before that. Like, come on, this is a joke. Come on, this is really a joke. I couldn't blame people for being soldiers. I wouldn't mind the soldiers have no say. That's the worst thing about it. They have no say about what they can protest. I would appeal to people in the army, and I would beg you for your own sake, because I spoke to 2 or 3 soldiers. They have every right to say to me, I don't feel respected. I don't feel like I'm soft by country. I feel like I'm just in the concentration camp. That's what one soldier said to me. And he's in the Air Corps, and he's going to leave next month because he's fed up. He's really on the edge, and he's going to take out a loan to get out of the army, and that just shows you how desperate he is. And he's going to find another job somewhere, and he has 2 children, just to say, and he has his mortgage to pay off. So maybe the government would like to come down and see this. If he becomes homeless, maybe they might want to talk and say to him, we give you 600 extra. No. Like, I don't think they could say it. Because, good God, I don't think any minister in the government would take 600 extra. I think they'd be like, we have to increase it a tiny bit, and they would get maybe 6,000 or 7,000 extra. But it's just really just disrespect. It's beyond a joke. It's beyond it. I thought of today. I was all happy yesterday thinking, they're going to address it. It's finally going to be addressed. It's going to be sorted out. This is going to be a thing in the past. That's what it was like yesterday. All delighted. I was delighted for the army. I was hoping they would get something out of it. But apparently they got 10%. They got at least something. But something's not much. It's not much. It's not much at all. Like, it's literally, it's like change out of the rich man's pocket. And it's just, it's just not on. It's just not on. They take advantage of the soldiers' loyalty and dedication. And it's just really not on. And I really just want to say to soldiers, and appealing to anybody in the Navy, in the Air Corps, and the Army, if you have the money saved up somewhere, for anything, buy yourself out. Buy yourself out. I'm telling you now. The Army in this country and the Navy is no life for you. You're not going to make a life for yourselves. I know you love to serve your country. I know you're patriots at heart. But my concern, and the concern of the people of Ireland, is that we don't want to see our servicemen end up in the streets, end up homeless, end up one of the figures of the government's failed policies. And we would rather you be out of the army and have a better job, or even any kind of job apart from the defence forces. I know they're heavily trained, they're very dedicated soldiers, but it's the government who's letting the army down, and it's very simple. It's the government, it's the lack of funding, the lack of understanding for that soldiers need to be paid. They don't stand around like the Celts. The Celts get too much money and they fucking do nothing. And my apologies for my own political language, but it's seriously really ashamed of the government, but at least they addressed it. I really don't know. Let me know what you think. I know people might be saying at least they got 600. Like, I just don't know. I would just say to people, if you have the money to buy yourself out of the army, buy it. And I would appeal to people, don't join the Irish army, don't join the Navy, don't join the Air Corps. Get a better job, join some other army, because Ireland is just the army. And if you want, unless you have money saved up and you have a big bank account, then fire away because it's just not on. It's just not on, and I'm really disrespect. And I don't mean any disrespect to any soldier who served in the army. I have the highest respect, and especially people who are willing to stick it out. The, my hat goes off to you because that takes true courage. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye.